Hello. Mommy, come back. Mommy, come back. Say hello to the mini mic. Hello, mini mic.
Welcome back to the miniature mic monologue.
Hello, guys. It's been a month. I'll leave it at that. I don't know why my hair is doing this. Anyways, hi, welcome back to the pod. Missed you guys. I really didn't have anything to say. I kind of still don't have anything to say, but I thought I would share some niche things that bother me. And they're going to start off not so niche, and then it's going to get really niche really fast, and then it's going to go back to being not niche. But I'm really excited to talk about these, so let's do the first one. Here's thing number one. It's not niche. Okay, it's when you touch my stuff. Okay, I'm sure this isn't a niche thing, I guess, in general, but it really, really disturbs my existence. Like, I spend a lot of time thinking about if I'm in a shared space, like, did somebody touch that? It really bothers me. And so the only reason that this is potentially a problem, well, the number one reason that I think that it exists is because I'm an only child. But the reason that I think this might be a problem is that because I do want to get married, and it's like, what if he touches my stuff? How am I going to handle that? Because I'm not, like, in every other aspect of my life, I'm not anal. I'm not like, don't do this, don't touch that, like, blah, blah, blah. I'm just intentional about where I place my things, and I'm going to notice if you moved it. Like, if it was like this and you moved it like this, I'm going to pick that up. Unless there are 20,000 things going on in my life, I'm going to notice that. And so I'm like, just don't touch my stuff. And what really gets me is like when people assume that, like, on that topic, that I need them to help me instead of asking, and then assume that it's a good thing. And then they try to help me, and then I'm like, well, now I'm in the awkward position because now I look like the jerk, when I'm like, don't do that. Like, I didn't ask you for that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I have to do that now because you did it without permission, but really you didn't think through it enough to be like, let me not do that to somebody else's things, even though I think I would like it. Anyways, there's a scripture in the Bible that says, like, common sense is a gift, and I'm probably taking this out of context, but I think it's funny because it reminds me that common sense, you know, the fact that it is not so present is like, it's kind of God's little, like, not everybody gets this, everybody can't have this, which is a problem because we have to also interact with those people. But it's kind of funny, even though I know that's really not what he's saying. I just like to think it is. It's a little hilarious. Anyways, okay, so here's the next thing that bothers me. Okay, so this is relationally speaking, and this is an experience that has happened my entire life. It also could just be interaction based, not necessarily relationally speaking, because I wouldn't say I have very many relationships that are at this level where someone's doing this about me constantly. Well, not anymore. But when people state facts about me instead of complimenting me, like, that is so shady, underhanded, evil. Like, that, if somebody does that about you, and you have, like, you're naturally beautiful, or you have a certain gift, and you guys do something well, if they just state facts about what you do, and they don't actually say, hey, I love how you do this, or I really admire, like, if they don't do that, that person is not your friend. That person consistently states facts like, oh my gosh, because your hair is so curly, or, you know, because you're just so strong, and they say it in a way that sounds funny with a hint of sarcasm, but it's really actually just a lot of sarcasm to mask their really deep-rooted envy. That person is not your friend. That is a red flag, and you should run. I hate when people do that. On the same topic, oh, that's okay. The one that's on the same topic is later, but this one I really like. Okay. I kind of like this, but it still does bother me because sometimes it creates awkward situations where it's like, well, now I have to look like Mr. Butthead or Mrs. Butthead right now, but it's just you making regular assumptions that have nothing to do with you and you shouldn't have made. But the next niche thing that bothers me is when people assume because I didn't say something, I didn't see something. Don't do that. Don't do that. Why would I run around telling you everything that I saw? Why would anyone with critical thinking skills, with any life experience, run around telling somebody they know, whether that information affects them or not, everything that they saw? I would never tell you everything that I saw. I would never tell you everything that I heard. I would never tell you everything that I'm experiencing. That is access. That is privilege. And if I give that up, I cannot get it back. So when people assume that just because we went through the same interaction and maybe something shady went down and we meet, let's say with the boss, like we're two coworkers and then we go meet with the boss and he asks about XYZ interaction. And I remember this shady part that Sister Penelope did, but I didn't bring it up and they brought it up. You know what I'm saying? And let's say they brought it up and they're trying to be like, oh, I'm so perceptive, such great discernment. Like they make that a thing. And it's like, there might have been reasons for you not to say that, because guess what you just did by you saying that? You told me, the boss, and everybody else that was in that room, is that you value being seen as important over actually providing value to the company in the ways that are listed in your job description. So now guess who has more information on you than you would like, and now information that you cannot retract. You know what I'm saying? These things, I'm just like, why would you ever walk around assuming? And I know not everybody's on the same page, like not everybody's on the same level of internal processing, critical thinking, and decision making skills for a myriad of reasons. But I am not really going to say something about stuff that I see, one, unless it directly affects me or those around me, or mine and those around me ability to do what it is that we needs to do, probably because I don't care. Number one. Number two, it's not my business and it's not relevant, but people don't understand that line either. And then three, because literally, who cares? You know what I'm saying? But I find it very interesting when people take that. It's kind of like the same thing as assuming my kindness means that I'm weak and then trying to do something shady to me. And then you have to find out that I am not gonna let you walk all over me. It's like, why did you have to find that out? You know what I'm saying? Why didn't you just assume respect? You know what I'm saying? Or just act normal. And then I remember the scripture where it's like, oh, people don't get common sense. It's a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I don't hate that one. I just think it's it is a wheat from the tear moment. You know, if it's like you assume that just because somebody didn't say anything means that they didn't see it, or that they're different from you, or that they're not as smart as you. Like the smartest people are probably, you know what I'm saying? Because not all information is meant to be out in the open. And if it gets out in the open by somebody else, who cares? But you just don't understand. There's a lot of crossing of paths. And information is what crosses those paths. And if you're the one to send the information down, it might not always be to your benefit. You know what I'm saying? Just food for thought. Okay, so let's get to the next thing. Okay, this one really, I learned a valuable lesson about this recently. Okay, so the next niche thing that bothers me is being seen as my gifts and people developing or trying to develop a relationship with my gift and not me. Very niche. Okay, very niche experience. I know I made an episode talking about like my experience being the gifted friend. That's probably a lot of the reason that I strayed away from developing relationships, specifically while I was playing college volleyball, because like, yes, I was gifted at it and I worked so hard to get good at it. Those two things are true and they did exist at the same time. But that does not put you in a good place with people who maybe don't have that gift or didn't work as hard but still got the opportunity. And then there's all these other factors that I talked about in that episode. I like that episode a lot. I should go back and listen to it probably. But if you're interested, that episode is out there. Anyways, I like I said, learned a very valuable real life, real time lesson about this very recently. And I think that sometimes it's hard because I am so sensitive, so empath, so let's be buddies. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people who want to manipulate you will figure out a way to present themselves so that none of the well-known ways of, oh, this is a manipulator, they're not your friend, if they say this, if they do that, don't come across your radar. You know what I'm saying? And so unfortunately, the only way to really experience outside of God warning you, if you are in a relationship with God, he'll never let anything come to you that you're not aware of, you know what I'm saying, or that's more than you can bear. And so I think that sometimes you have to have an encounter, a small one, a large one, a prolonged one, where you realize what you thought was friendship or camaraderie was really just closeness, so that those individuals could benefit from your gift without having a relationship with you. And then also just in general, unfortunately, people are selfish and they are evil and they are not in control of their mind, their thoughts, and they have subjected themselves to spirits that are evil and contrary to all things that are good, pure, lovely, righteous, admirable. All of the things and all of the fruits of the spirit that are also joy, love, peace, happiness, and kindness. But they can present like that. You know what I'm saying? Because our enemy is cunning. The point is, I don't have like many words to say about that because it is a more recent lesson that I've learned, but just know that it's a tactic. And sometimes all you need to know is that it's a tactic that people will use. You know, if there's a point of interest that connects you guys, you do something together, you work together, you play a sport together, you are in a band together, you do a hobby together, you see each other at the gym all the time. And then there are areas of commonality, you know what I'm saying, that could lead to there unfortunately being a relationship that is not beneficial for you because maybe it looks like you're getting something out of it. Like it's entertainment factor. You know what I'm saying? Entertainment factor does not equal value. At some point, entertainment is like, I'll play a game on my phone. You know what I'm saying? I digress. This is a not so niche thing that also bothers me. It's first day hair. It's first day hair for me right now. I just thought it would be kind of funny if I said that because sometimes when I have first day hair, it's like, I feel like it's like that on my head. It's like pin straight. There's no volume. It's just a little boring. You feel me? Yeah, I think I had thought of something on the last one that I was going to say. Oh, no. But this next one, okay, forget that. We're going to talk about this next one. And this is actually my last one. The last niche thing that I have down that really bothers me is being stared at. What are you looking at? What? Why are you looking at me? I've gotten a lot of answers, okay? For a long time, it was like, my grandma would be like, it's because they see the spirit of God in you, blah, blah, blah. There's some truth to that. Great, move on. Got a little older. Why are people staring at me? Jiana, you're not hard to look at. Okay, great. That's annoying. Got to deal with that. Let's move on. But now I'm just like, it's a choice. You get me? It's a choice. And I don't like the choice that you've made, and it's me. Sometimes I don't like that I'm an option for that choice, but I just needed a croissant. Like there's some croissants right here. That's why I pointed this way. Why are you looking at me? Stop it. I don't like that. A lot of it is like it used to be a perception thing. Like, what are you thinking about me? I don't like that you can see me. I don't like that I can control it. Sometimes I think that still pops up, but not in a way that I'm so like, I don't want to be out, in a way that it controls me. But now I'm just like, I'm getting to the point where I'm considering doing a little bit more than just staring back sometimes. Stop looking at me. It's not cute. It's really not. It's really not. Another niche thing that bothers me, and this is very niche, it was 91 today. It is February 28th. Everybody else on the internet is like, winter diaries, winter diaries, get romanticizing winter. It was 91 in Tucson today. It literally was 91. What do you mean winter? What? I'm pretty sure I got a tan today. I'm pretty sure. And I was outside for all of 15 minutes. Yeah. So generally, overall, I hope this episode brought you a little bit of a haha hee hee. You could hear me rave on about, I guess, some of my like pet peeves, if you want to call it, but they're very relative to my life. Generally, what I dislike in all of this, unfortunately, here's another haha, people. And it's so sad because I really wanted to like people. Okay. I'm not saying I don't like them. For the mass majority, unfortunately, it never crosses past the I would consider this person part. It's just a glance and a go. Because unfortunately, once you get past it, there's this and there's more. Okay? But sometimes when you get past it, it's not like that. And I love when it's like that, but unfortunately you can't avoid, it's the risk, the reward, you feel me? And I am the type to be like, just give me the reward, but I know that first of all is nonsensical, second of all wouldn't add any value long term, and third of all, that's just not how the world works. I get it, but generally these niche things have to do with other people. You know what I'm saying? These niche things are my niche things. I feel like I should make this a little series because I'm pretty sure I have some funny ones. Oh, should I share these with you? These are random, but they're not, it's like more socially related. Okay. I'm just going to say them really fast. Okay. These are supposed to be under a different thing, but, so if you are a person whose daily hygiene routine is anchored around them. Oh, if you are a person whose daily hygiene routine is anchored around you simply washing your face or only washing your face, I have a problem with that. There's a lot of other things that need to occur. You know what I'm saying? And then on that same note, if you don't clean up after yourself, like I was really disturbed when I found out that it was kind of historically a convention for a very large sect of our population to not clean their space. And when that space is specifically the bathroom, like I really can't fathom. How do you live? Why do you choose that life? Like you see the dirt, the ring, you have the toilet brush. You feel me? You have the things to clean the bathroom, or you have them readily available to you. I will never, and it is a choice, I will never comprehend that. I think it is absolutely, I don't even have a word for that. No, just no. There's not a word strong enough to describe the level of disgust that makes me feel. Oh, here we go. That is absolutely abhorrent. I can't. Repugnant. Love this. I like this word. How do you say it?
Disrelish.
It's not strong enough in the definition. Repulsive. Revolting. How you are not clean. Like, this is like the touching stuff thing for me too. Like, if you are constantly touching surfaces that are dirty to clean yourself or like to relieve yourself, I ugh I don't even want to think. I can't think about it. I can't think about it. I can't think about it. And then this is why I'm like, homeboy. And homeboy is the man that I will marry. You, obviously, you are not going to be any level of dirty. You're not. But you're having your own bathroom. The thing touching the, if you don't want to clean it, that's great in your bathroom, but also you're not allowed to be someone whose routine simply circulates around wash my face. What about your teeth? What about your I can't have this conversation. It's actually going to make me want to take a 52-minute long shower. I can't. I will pray for you if this is your upbringing, if this is your proclivity, if this is your choice. I will not bring people into this world who can ever. I really would not like to associate with anyone who does this. How? Just how. Okay, that's it. Those were my niche things that bother me. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know if I'll have something like regular that I usually talk about next week, and if not, I'll have something fun again like this. But it's been a month, like I said. Okay, bye.